Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 81 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Rip C. Griff
and J Money. I don't know why.
J Money.
I was watching the fights last night.
Oh, okay.
And I really wanted to do a Bruce.
It's time.
I would freak the fuck out if I was there.
Something about, I think a boxing announcer would just set you over the edge.
Dude,
like if you were in the room with one, like,
oh man,
I think involuntarily.
What's his last name?
Banner.
That's not. Isn't that
no Buffer?
Bruce
Buffer, Banner is the Hulk.
No. Yeah, I was watching last night. Fucking wicked job. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna throw this out there. Wicked job in the on the women's side of things last night.
You normally never
thoroughly entertained. You know what? That was not nice, Josh.
Christian giving women props. All right.
Zhang is a Chinese fighter that I've been actually somewhat paying attention to.
Yeah. And
she did not fail to kick some fucking ass last night.
Oh, yeah?
I'll give it to the other girl, Lemos. She, she took rockets to the head and didn't get knocked out. But but she's going to wake up, mildly brain dead today.
I like that women's fighting is getting more popular.
It's that, because some of them are dope. I will say Zhang there's no fucking way those are female amounts of testosterone. There's no way.
They're all in the juice.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's got to be juicing in the off season because she's huge. Yeah. Her shoulders are that of a fucking, she walks up beside Joe Rogan and she's around half, maybe just over half the size of his arms. And his arms are gigantic now.
Well, he's a little guy, isn't he? Joe Rogan?
He's a little guy, but he's built like a tank.
He's shaking the whole desk.
Me?
Yeah, you all right? Why are you doing that?
Because I always shake my knees.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'll stop.
I mean, the UFC now is everything guys love. Because the original UFC, that's just pure Spike TV. There's hot chicks holding up signs, right? Mm-hmm. People fighting, commercials for drugs and shit. And now they've just added in the other thing that guys love the most, chick fights. Yeah,
but it's not like WWE.
No, it's not like that.
It's
not closer to watching two chicks fight in real life, which is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
No, it's not. I disagree.
They should do an MMA, a UFC women's division, but all they do is pull each other's hair and then smack with their fist.
See, that is where I felt like you were going with it. Dude, some of these girls, Amanda Nunes?
Yeah.
No fucking way, man.
You think you could take her?
No. No.
She'd obliterate
I would take her to dinner and beg her to not beat me.
I would apologize just to start it off. I'm sorry I'm in your presence.
Right away.
I'm sorry for sharing this air with you.
I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm breathing too much right now. You should... let me stop. You can have this. Sorry. Dude, I'm pretty sure it was her that fucking hospitalized somebody in Brazil. She was getting dressed up to go out with her friends for a drink or something, and she walks out of her wherever she was staying, and someone came up to mug her, and she hospitalized them.
Oh, you picked the wrong one.
Dude, you're gonna mug Amanda Nunes. You didn't notice the fucking biceps on her in her little dress?
You saw the watch on her wrist? I was like, ooh, that's Cartier. Here we go. And then if you look 6 inches up, it's pulsing veins.
You would have noticed she was
absolute just skull crusher.
Dude, she beat the living fuck out of him. Yeah, and then he tried to sue her for it. But it's Brazil. Down there, they have laws that actually don't protect criminals, so...
No. Yeah, I feel like that's a hard case.
Yeah, so they were like, nah, dude. You got handled. That's your fault.
Fucking rough day. You go to mug someone and you get robbed. I hope she, took his wallet or something.
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
That would be a little role reversal.
Yeah.
I like it.
What have you been up to?
We both been to weddings in the last week. How do you like it? How'd you like it? It was fun, wasn't it?
It was a good wedding.
I fucking love a wedding.
I don't see. I'm not a huge wedding guy.
No?
No, but it was a good wedding. I enjoyed this.
Open
one.
bar?
Jesus,
What's up? Yeah, you gotta shave.
I gotta clean out my beard. That's gross. What happened to me?
You're falling apart. I fucking love weddings. Food, open bar, dancing.
Yeah.
Get all dressed up. Yeah, man, it's good.
Really? That's you. That's your thing. Weddings.
I love weddings. I'm a different man in a wedding. I dance better. I'm funnier. I can sing. Well, I'm just saying. I bet you're the same way. It's something about putting on a suit. You're just like, oh.
The problem is now I've been getting more serious when I put on the suit.
What do you mean? There's a time to be serious and there's time to be
I put on a suit and then I'm like,
oh, you're not that guy. Did you sit the whole reception? Did you dance?
no, I didn't dance.
You didn't dance?
We weren't really there for the dancing.
What were you there
We
for?
left early.
Why?
Took a drive back to London.
I thought you left at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, they had only just started dancing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know.
And you just dipped.
And I didn't really have drinks because I had to drive. I had like a cocktail.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's sorry. I got tuned.
Did you?
Yeah, I got
See?
tuned.
That's when it's a
I
good
was
time
fucking-
and I'll have fun.
I was
lots of
dancing.
fun.
I did like a little jig moment
A jig?
because they played Home for Arrest.
So you danced in a jig?
Yeah.
Can I see this?
No, because I was at a wedding. I told you I dance better at weddings.
So you can't do it.
I can't do it right now, no. Not to no music, especially.
Just do it in front of the camera.
No, I'm not
probably.
going to do a jig. We'll have to attend a wedding together someday.
Well, you have a wedding.
I do.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you'll be there. So you'll see it then.
Yeah, I'll try to make it.
You're trying to...
I'll try my best.
Yeah, this is not one that you can leave early and have one cocktail, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
You can't do that at this one.
I have like a whole week booked off.
Good. Yeah, it's going to be full of adventures. What have you been up to?
I went to a Blue Jays game.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did do that,
Went to
yeah.
a Blue Jays game.
First time baseball game.
Wait, hold up. Can you see it, folks? Can you see them? The Jays.
What'd you think?
Jays.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
It's
loved
a fantastic
I
time.
loved the Jays for the first 4 innings. It was great. And then Bryce Harper was really cool at the end there.
He did hit 2 home runs. That's a pretty cool game to be at.
He did hit 2 home runs, which is nuts. You know?
That is pretty nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you know what I was thinking about?
What's that?
Let's go on a little baseball deep dive here.
Okay.
161 games a season?
162.
162 a season? Mm-hmm. And the record for home runs in a season is 72 by Barry Bonds?
I believe so.
Why does nobody have 162?
Because it's really hard to do.
That seems pathetic to me, honestly.
I feel like a lot of the
I'm
times...
just going to say right now, if I was an MLB batter,
Mm-hmm.
I would have 162. You get one
I
a
don't
game.
think so.
You just got to get one a game.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I feel like pitchers are so good that the only way you hit a home run is if a pitcher fucks up. I think it's mostly on the person pitching to you.
Yeah, so I would pay every pitcher.
Just to break the record.
Be like, yo, give me one. Give me like one.
Give me
Now,
one
the,
meatball.
Give me the nod and give me one meatball and I'll just fucking clobber it.
If they found out that pitchers were fixing games like that, you're fucked.
Like every game, I just hand the pitcher a mill, and I'm like, "Yo, give me one meatball."
Yeah.
Let me like throw up one big homie. And
Make,
that's it.
and lose every game.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll lose. Like bases empty.
Bases
I'll hit
empty,
a
solo
home
shots,
run.
and I'll trade you. You give me one meatball, I'll fuck up every defensive play that comes my way.
Yeah.
I'll drop the ball, I'll throw it away.
give
I'll
you
do
an
all
extra
that.
base or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
And you
trade,
get a mill.
just so I can hit 162 home runs in a season.
Can you imagine that?
162? It'd be fucking nuts.
Someone's gonna do it.
90 would be nuts.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Eventually, maybe.
No, like someone needs to do this. Like
gotta think the
honestly,
last
they
guy-
need to step it up because to me, 72 is okay. What percentage of 161?
Just under half.
Just under half.
Mm.
And that's assuming you bat how many times per game?
4 usually.
You go up for bat 4 times a game?
Yep.
That's pathetic, dude. Not even a third of the time you're not hitting home runs.
Dude, you're hitting the ball a third of the time. Period.
I know you're hitting the ball a third of the time. Like this just let me do the math here. This just doesn't seem correct.
It is correct. You got to think about it too. Barry Bonds hitting that 72 was juiced out of his fucking mind.
He wasn't juiced. He was on HGH.
Barry Bonds was not juiced.
He was on human growth hormone. It's a little different.
Barry Bonds' arms. I'm going to show you this picture.
Okay, 600. Yeah, he was on human growth hormone.
That motherfucker was juicing.
No, he was on HGH. It's totally different.
That's juicing.
It's growth hormone.
In the sports world, HGH is juicing.
Like, maybe he was conscious of his height. I don't know.
Maybe he wanted all of his internal organs to be bigger.
To be bigger.
Maybe
he wanted a bigger skull. That's why he went up in the cap size.
Maybe he wanted his heart to swell up. He was self-conscious.
What is it, 72?
I think so.
Wow. A ninth. Exactly 1/9 of the time.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking good.
So a third of a third.
Yeah, every 9 at-bats you hit a home run. That's insanely good. How many home runs have you hit in slow pitch softball this season?
Bro, I'm not an MLB player. 1 infield home run. That's it.
You did not hit an infield home
Yeah,
run.
I did. Just 1 at 3M field.
How'd you hit an infield? Did they throw it away?
Huh?
Did
No, they
fuck
were
up?
just real slow picking it up.
And you just burned your...
Dude, I'm slow. And I got to third, and then I was like, this is my chance for a home run. And I just fucking hauled ass. Getting to third was the tough part.
Yeah, getting to third is tough. Hitting a triple is actually like...
A lot of work.
Especially for a guy who smokes. I hit a triple and I'll stop and I'll be like... At least the home runs, like, you kind of know it, so you can slow it down, leaving second and going home, right? But, like, at third, and the next batter's, like, run into bat, and it's like, hey, fucking, give it a minute. Fuck, give me a second.
Hold on. Dude, brutal. I want a big home run. But that's aside from the point. If I was an MLB batter,
Yeah.
I would think you should be able to at least hit it half the time.
Half the time, hit it out.
Hit a home run half the time.
We were at the game.
You should really be able to get over 160.
Like, more than one a game, is what you're saying? You saw how far it is, right?
Bryce Harper hit 2.
Yeah, he
So
did.
do that every game. 2 a game.
You can't.
Why not?
You can't. You just can't. It's so
You
hard.
can.
It's so hard.
You can.
Hitting a baseball, period, is the hardest thing to do in sports.
I don't think so.
It absolutely is.
No, putting is hard.
No.
It's hard. Have you seen me
Putting's hard. You have all the time in the fucking world to do it. No one's, like, making you.
While the guy behind us, they're making us.
Oh, yeah, true. Fucking. I hate golf, guys.
Yeah, and they're like, waiting.
Now that I've gone golfing 3 times in my life.
So you're a golfing pro.
I'm a pro, basically.
Yeah.
I don't get why people don't just drive 280 straight onto the fairway every single time. But whatever.
I don't understand it. People are always
hitting it off. People don't have perfect swings like us. I fucking hate dudes that golf.
Why?
I like our friends. Every other dude I saw at the golf course, every time I went, and I was like kind of chilling on it because I was thinking maybe they'd grow on me, all those dudes suck so bad.
Why?
They look like the worst dudes to hang out with of all time.
No, they're a good time.
No, they're not.
They are.
They look like it would be really bad frat party, and I'd have to be like
pretty much what it is.
Testing my drinks.
That's pretty much what it is.
Because they're also all homosexuals and would want to have sex with me.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of pastel-colored shorts.
Okay, look at
Slay girls.
looking fancy.
They didn't look fancy. They're wearing Sperry's. That's not
Okay,
fancy.
for the record, we went to a public course. So
Yeah. And I mean, I don't want to like.
a private course, they look way more homosexual.
It only gets gayer. Let me hit this little ball in my little club.
No, it'd actually kill you when you go to private courses and you'll roll up and guys will be wearing like one head to toe matching outfit of like a single color.
That's gay.
Dude, like mint green, and everything they have on
Hillary
is mint
Clinton
green.
pantsuit.
Yeah, it literally, and they're like, they think they're the shit, and you're like, does your wife
Yo.
know?
Let's go to the clubhouse for some sausages.
I was out with some friends the other day, and I told them, well, they found out. Let's be clear, these two friends are gay, and we were out, and they made fun of me and called me gay for my Harley Sportster that I ride.
That is gay.
Yeah, he
that's
was like, I'm gay, but that's gay.
They suck dick.
Yeah.
But you're gay.
Yeah, he's like, that's pretty gay. You should get a new bike. Like, oh, thanks, guys.
What is like a gay attachment for a motorcycle? Because I know a lot of motorcycle riders, that was like a stereotype of being gay for a while.
What?
Riding a motorcycle.
No, it was not.
It absolutely was. There were
No.
leather biker bars where all the
my
gay dudes
God.
went. The guy from the Village People.
No, dude, this is so not a
I'm not
thing.
calling you
You're
gay.
spreading misinformation.
I'm not spreading
Yes,
misinformation.
like
Listen,
Trump.
I love spreading
Yes.
misinformation, especially on the
like
internet.
Trump.
But this isn't. I'm saying leather daddies were a thing. Maybe
They were,
not so
yeah,
much
they
now.
were a thing. They were a thing, but that didn't make motorcycling gay.
No, but it was part of it. Like the fucking singer from Judas Priest on the Harley.
Was he gay?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
big
didn't know
time.
that, yeah.
Big time.
I actually didn't know that.
And he would come out on his Harley every show on full of leather and shit.
Yeah, there's leather daddies, but that not like that didn't make motorcycle culture gay.
No, motorcycle culture is a little gay, and that's fine.
No, it's not.
It
though.
is.
It's not.
Like
why?
Like motorcycle clubs, like MCs.
Yeah.
Let's all play dress up with our friends and ride our bikes around. Like it's it's fine. It's totally fine. Guys need friend groups like that, but it's a little fruity. You know what I mean? You're not allowed in our club. You can't sit with us. Me and my friends ride motorcycles in a formation. It's like a dance when you think about it. They're like riding it for. It's like synchronized swimming. Would you call synchronized swimming straight? Maybe it's not gay, but it's not straight either. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my bike has leather tassels on it. You know what I mean? It's totally fine. You can have fraternal organizations like this,
Oh boy.
but it's like, oh, hey Jimbo, nice chaps. You know, I'm just saying.
All right.
Your boots look fantastic.
Josh is gonna get killed by the Hells Angels when this comes out.
The Hells Angels don't listen to this.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, we have two Hells Angels that
We have
listen
two
to
Hells Angels listening to this?
Yeah.
All right, prove to me that you're not a little fruity.
I'm
Rob, come
just
on.
kidding. I have no idea if we have Hells Angels that listen to this.
If you're
But I
listening
wanted
to
to
this,
see you push it.
tone down the dress up. 'Cause
Tone down the dress up.
It's a little dress uppy and clicky.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What? Are you scared of the biker gang?
Am I?
Yeah. You're thinking about it real hard. You're not? Or are you shaking your head that you should, I should
I'm not
stop?
participating in this.
Oh, okay, fine. Be scared.
We might get killed.
Be scared. That's
All right.
fine.
Whatever. Just fucking.
Okay. What do you have for me? Don't shut down.
All right.
What's up?
Well, I had something before. Well, I have something, but I want to talk about something first.
Okay.
I'm wearing your hat right now.
Yeah.
This here is Josh's hat,
Yep.
and it's fucking
I have a
gigantic.
big head.
Big melon.
I got a big old melon.
Big melon.
Yeah, yeah.
Look
Keep
at
on
this. Look at this. Watch this. I can put this on without tucking my ear in, and it goes inside. And I have a pretty big head.
So I keep all my knowledge, all the things I know about, all my secrets.
Like that.
Yeah, all the secrets I keep from people.
How many secrets do you have?
Lots.
Do you have a lot of secrets?
I do.
Do you know
Josh
people's
isn't my real
secrets?
name. It's a second life I've made for myself.
Do you know like a lot of people's secrets?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a trustworthy
I feel like
guy.
people
when it comes
don't
to
tell me
secrets.
their secrets.
No, they don't. You tell people your secrets.
I don't tell people.
And thus, the secret is no longer secret. You tell people.
I don't tell people.
You have a reputation of like, yeah, see,
fuck
and then you tell Brian, and then your Brian tells my Brian, and then my Brian tells me, and then I know a secret that you were supposed to keep secret, and then I keep it a secret that I know this secret, so that you don't get the reputation. But
it still
every
happens.
secret you know, I know. You just don't know which ones I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's. God damn, I gotta work on that.
You know, like our former roommate,
Who?
Brian, used to live with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, between me and him, we know everything in the world. Between the two of us.
How?
We just do. We have the
What am I
knowledge.
thinking right now?
No, it had like.
What am I thinking about right now?
We can't read minds.
What am
but
I
like,
thinking about?
You know, you're gazing into my eyes pretty good.
I always go to one thing. Do you know my thing? If I ask somebody what I'm thinking about, I have one thing that I always go to.
Girls on jet skis.
No, now I'm going to have to change it, actually, because
What
I'm
is it?
going to tell everyone. If I go, what am I thinking about? I always have the same response.
It's titties.
No, Hot Wheels. Always. Hot Wheels, little toy cars.
I know what Hot Wheels are.
Every time. It's my go-to. If someone's like, I'll guess what you're thinking, and I'm like, oh yeah, what am I thinking about? It's always Hot Wheels.
The orange track.
Yeah, like first thing that pops in my head.
Do you remember
when I say
the
that.
one that would do a loop and then it would go through a shark's mouth?
Dude, yes.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I
I
think
had
there's
that.
another loop after it.
Yeah.
And if the shark would bite, it would like break the track in your car with like pew.
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
Yeah, it is.
One of my
sick.
favorite toys. Actually, so one thing I had on here was looking at Hasbro. But Hasbro basically is just like, I feel like they've kind of fallen off. Do you kind of feel this?
I don't know much about toy companies.
All the toy companies.
Have fallen off.
Hasbro's the big one.
Yeah.
When was the last time like a cool new toy came out?
Every single time a Nerf gun gets released.
No. See, no. Okay. My thing was with Hasbro. My note was that Hasbro is not doing well financially. They're like okay right now, but they're noticing a decline in whatever economics.
Mm-hmm. A decline in the
Economics.
economic line is going down.
Economic stuff.
The
I don't want to get into
the hiring is going down. The firing is going up.
So
And the big pile of gold in the corner is slowly getting smaller.
big pile, smaller gold,
Smaller, less gold.
less gold.
The dragon that sits atop the gold is not
lower.
happy. He's not happy about it. He's losing his treasures as
But so I was thinking, like, that whole industry hasn't done much.
No, they got complacent.
Yeah, very
Kids
much
are always
so.
going to want toys. You know what kids want now?
What?
An iPad. Kids don't want toys anymore.
I feel like it's destroying people's youth.
It is. If I have a kid,
I haven't seen, like, okay, yeah, I know Nerf guns, but I remember Nerf guns being invented.
Galileo.
Do you think that person listens to this podcast? Okay. Sorry. But, like, our Nerf guns, like, I remember Nerf starting to be a thing.
It's
you know?
Nerf or nothing.
Yeah, and it was like they were nerfing stuff.
They were nerfing.
They'd be like, football, we got a Nerf ball. And it was like...
That's true. They nerfed a bunch of
They
things.
nerfed a bunch of things. Guns, you had like little like dart guns, and then it was like Nerf darts.
Nerf, like Nerf soccer balls.
Nerf soccer balls.
Nerf dodgeballs. We had the
Yeah,
Nerf
they
ones.
started nerfing shit, and it was kind of cool.
That's where that term comes from in video games.
Nerfing it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
when you make something less powerful.
Yeah.
You nerf it.
You nerf it, yeah.
I've never
Because they nerfed shit. That's what they did.
heard of nerf as a verb.
Yeah. They'd be nerfing. They'd be nerfing
They'd be
stuff.
nerfing.
Yeah. So, like, this is my point. Whatever. Like, whether you like it or not, like, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that was a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, Nerf. You know? Or fucking Beyblades.
Mm.
Or, like, I don't know. Like, there was
Beyblades
toys
were
being
big.
invented, you know?
Yeah. Who's inventing toys?
I don't know. Nobody. I don't think anyone's
have you walked
inventing
through
toys.
a toy aisle recently?
Yes, I did recently in Walmart.
Yeah?
Nothing new.
Nothing new?
Nothing's changed since we were
It's
kids.
just trucks?
It's just fucking trucks
Legos?
and cars. Yeah, like now they have really cheap drones is the only thing that have no range.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's like...
Every time, like, I'll walk through a Nerf aisle, or, like, not a Nerf aisle, a toy aisle, and, like, it'll spark something in me, but then it's never enough to, like, go through with it. You know what I mean? To just buy something. I can't just rock home with a Nerf gun as much as I want to.
Yeah.
Because I would have to buy Brian a Nerf gun.
Yeah,
Under
that's
the
the
guise of we're going to have a Nerf war. But I don't want to have a Nerf war.
You just want to shoot her with the Nerf gun.
I just want to shoot her with the Nerf gun.
Yeah.
And then if she's not home, I just want to shoot random shit in my house.
The cat.
I want to, like, get... do you remember the revolver Nerf gun that would have the, like... It would, like, spin out and you had to load the darts. You could spin it.
Yeah.
I just want that.
I have a big one.
Do you?
Holds 60 rounds.
Revolver?
Yeah.
Huh.
It holds 60 darts.
Okay.
It's a big wheel like this. And it's full auto.
I just want to sit around waving my Nerf gun at things like it's a revolver. You know what I mean? It's like, babe, can you shut the curtains? Just, like, wave it around.
What about cap guns? Remember cap guns?
I would like a cap gun even more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to get cap guns?
I had a little, like, Winchester rifle that was,
Wow.
like, cap gun as a kid. And my parents took it away from me.
I'll get us cap guns. I'm going to get us cap guns.
I would love a cap gun. Thank you.
Yeah. I think that'd be,
I want, like, a little snub-nosed 38 special cap gun.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, I'll find, like, a good cap gun. I'm not going to just get a shit one.
All right, let me
a
know if you
cool
find one,
cap
because I'll
gun.
get one. Because I want to,
Yeah.
like, keep it on my sock.
In your sock.
You know what I mean? And then just, like, sit down and reach down for it at the dinner table while we're, like, having dinner. Just...
Be like... Knock it under the table and be like...
And then just, like, put it flat like this.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm mean business.
Yeah.
I just want to pretend like I'm a fucking detective in the
You know
60s.
what you can do with cap guns that's really cool, actually? Is
Take
that
the orange
you can
tip off.
rob banks, yeah, with the orange tip off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents had a rule when I got my cap gun.
Yep.
That was you're not allowed to fire it inside the house.
Why?
Because it made smoke. And I didn't like it. It smells like shit.
Yeah, it smells like gunpowder.
It smells like gunpowder. What do you think I did the first day I had my cap gun?
Shot it in the house.
Shot it in the house so much. It's like, pow, pow, pow! Oh, it's so good. I felt like a fucking cowboy.
Man, see, so I remember getting the cap gun and I really liked it. And then I wanted to get into making stuff that I could add to my, like, repertoire of,
Cap gunnery?
well, of, like, yeah, just fucking aroundness, you know? So I started making smoke grenades. I'd made them successfully.
Were you just like taking the gunpowder out of the cap?
No. Potassium nitrate, which at the time you could still legally buy, which is stump eater,
Okay.
and then sugar. And it was 3-to-1 ratio. I can't remember which one was the 3. I believe it was potassium nitrate was 1 part sugar. So anyway, this is significant because I got it. I made a bunch of them. And they pour little bits of it into tinfoil and it hardens up. And you wrap the tinfoil and you have like this little ball
Yeah.
with a little tip on it, like an oversized Hershey's Kiss, right?
Yep.
And you just like take a little lighter at the bottom and it smokes like a fuckload of smoke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like tons of smoke. Tons out of one of those little ones.
And did you set one
And
off
I had
in the
like
house?
30 of those, right?
Yeah.
No. So then I tried to do it again after I made my first batch. And I was afraid I got the mixture backwards because the other way is jet fuel, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And I was like, I think I got my ratio backwards because I couldn't remember what I was doing. So then I added a bunch of sugar, but it got way too hot before I went to add the sugar. And it all ignited, a whole pan full of it in my mom's kitchen. And I smoked out the entire house. Like head top to bottom in like you can't see anything smoke. Like enough so that as I was leaving the house, I was like, I better grab the dog and the snake. And And I
Did your
just-
mom come? Was your mom home?
My mom was not home, and then,
She
our
was
neighbor called the fire department, and like I was standing outside with the snake holding the dog by the collar, and like the fire department was there, and I was like, "Man, it's fine. Like, it's just
making smoke bombs. It's got
And my mom was fucking pissed and was like, "No more of this." Oh, and I was only allowed to do it in the garage after that.
I feel like no more smoke bombs in the house is a fine rule.
Yeah, well, she just said any of that stuff I had to do had to be in
She knew she wasn't
the
stopping.
garage. Yeah.
Could you imagine though, like as we're getting older, could you imagine if you had a kid, you're at work doing your thing, you get a call, and you come home, and the fire department is at your home, your house is billowing smoke, and your child is out front holding the dog
And a snake.
and a snake. Then what?
Well,
I fucking feel like you lose it.
yeah.
I feel like you lose it. Like when my parents were like, they would get so mad at me if they told me to like take chicken out of the freezer and I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I don't get the fucking big deal is. Like, we'll just thaw it now. But like,
And they're like, well, it could have been thawing for the last 2 hours.
yeah, like if I had gotten home and my kid didn't pull the fucking chicken, I was hungry
like,
some from work. Like, oh, you're getting
Getting tuned up, boy.
I got something. We got a comment on one of our. Can you stop farting in the enclosed fucking studio, please? Don't shit. Hold on.
Where are you going?
Talk to the people.
Folks, it has been an exciting year with you. An exciting 2 years. And shortly, we're going to take a new journey for the Reasonable Doubt podcast. And that new journey is going to be that Josh is going to begin doing stand-up as he has promised.
What about your stand-up?
I've started doing it already.
Did you?
Yep.
That's bullshit. That's total bullshit.
Yeah, but
We
they
gotta-
don't know that.
We got a comment on one of our episodes, and because you commented with your full name, I'm gonna say it. From a man named Chris Cambridge. Do you know this guy?
Oh yeah, my buddy KB, yeah.
Yeah. He asks, "Do you whip from the front to back or back to front?" I'm assuming he
Wipe.
means wipe.
Yeah. That was an autocorrect text.
Do you wipe from front to back or back to front? What do you do?
Depends. Depends on the shit, depends on the day.
No.
Yes.
You gotta give me a real answer here.
Nope, depends on the shit, depends on the day, depends on what I'm doing. If I'm shitting out in the woods, from the back.
Back to front?
No, front to back.
Front to back?
Yeah.
We have that option. Women don't. You know that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If I'm real hungover,
Shower.
and if I'm real hungover and I'm like just dying on the toilet,
Yeah.
back to front. Gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm inside out.
Yeah, I know people like this. The over the cheek. So you have one shitty ass cheek.
No. I'm an inside my asshole out.
You just pull it straight down.
Yeah. I reach in there.
And then you what, like,
Grab the poop before it even comes out and then pull it out.
no. No.
No,
But you do some fucked up shit where you don't fold the paper, right?
I don't fold the paper. I scrunch the paper.
Yeah, that's not okay. So
I scrunch the paper and I go back to front.
Everything you have to say from now on doesn't. It's insanity.
It's
But
not
I'm
insanity.
curious to hear because I do know of side wipers.
Side wiping is fuck because then you're just smearing it up
You
your
have
booty cheek.
one shitty ass cheek. That's what I said. I'm like, one of your ass cheeks is shitty. One of them.
God, that's gotta be itchy. This fucking
It feels.
summertime.
It feels kind of gay sometimes to wipe to the back.
But
You
like
know?
to reach
Because
over.
you're like, oh no. Go ahead, dude, go ahead.
Especially if it's following up, like you ever take like a huge shit. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Oh, yeah. Thank God. Big poop.
big poop. I just wanted to address the comment because if you leave a comment on our episodes, I'll read it out. So there you go, Chris. I hope that clears things up for you. I hope you're not a
Thanks,
side
Jamie.
wiper. I'm assuming he's not. If
He's not a side wiper. There's no way.
If he didn't even make that an option.
I will tell you a little story. I hope I can tell a story about this guy.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
Is it
'cause
funny?
We know his real name.
Yeah, that's maybe
Yeah,
not.
no,
We've announced
we
his
won't.
full name. I feel like that's just the nice thing to do.
Yeah. Does it say it on there?
It does say, yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can adult men wear a cast? It seems kind of soft.
What do you mean?
I'm like,
Instead of like an air boot?
yeah, like I haven't seen an adult man wearing a cast.
I think in some
think
cases
maybe,
you have to.
Yeah, but it's your body. You can do what you want with it. And I feel like if the doctor was like, we're gonna have to put you in like an arm cast, like elbow to wrist, for like 4 weeks or whatever, I'd be like, no.
What do you mean?
Like it just seems childish to wear a cast.
Why?
I don't know, but it feel like sign my cast, please. Like it seems
Yeah,
kind
you
of
don't get
childish.
people to sign it.
Yeah, but
You only get hotties to sign it.
I can't.
Why not? They're signing a cast. It's
Yeah,
a festival of cast signing
Why do people even sign casts?
because they want to be on this temporary thing. It's a place.
Next
to write.
person that asks me to sign the cast, I'm just writing the N-word, and you've got to have it. You've got to have that on your cast for the next few weeks, just covering it.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Only if you're a dude.
What? I don't understand your thing. It's not childish to
It's
have.
kind of soft. I broke my
No.
arm. You know what I mean?
Well, what if you broke your fucking arm? I think the reason is that kids break their shit, and so they have casts.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're an adult that broke your shit, you fucked something up.
But I think if I saw a woman wearing a cast, I wouldn't have the same reaction.
Really?
I'd be like, fair enough. You do some cool shit. You're hardcore. You broke your arm like rock climbing or something. But if I see a guy with a cast, it's like, you fucked up.
So really,
now you gotta
Josh is the bigot here.
Towards men, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah. To full-grown men, they can take a
and
punch.
full-grown women.
No, that's not bigoted.
Yeah. Well,
Full-grown women
why
can...
do you see them not as childish? Why don't you just assume that they should be doing cool shit and be tougher? You know?
That's a fair point.
It is a fair point.
I don't know why.
I don't
see
think
a girl in
anything
a
of it.
cast.
I think they fucked up either way.
I think if I see a girl in a cast, I'm not impressed, but I'm not, like, mad about it either. But if I see a guy in a cast, it's like, come on, bro. Like, fucking straighten your shit out.
No,
I'm not upset that you got in that scenario, but it's like you couldn't have fixed this in a less obvious, froofy way.
There's two things. If I see an adult with a cast on their ankle, I'm like, lol, you fucked up and you're getting older. And our friend listens to this.
I don't even mind the boot. The boot's fine.
Yeah, the boot,
Or like a brace?
No, it's hilarious. The buddy whose wedding I just went to,
Oh, okay. I thought you were
he had a
talking
boot
about
on for it, which is hilarious.
That is funny. That's in
So-
the pictures forever. Lol.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I bet she was so pissed.
she was pissed.
How did he do it?
Like 3 weeks before at the bachelor party,
Oh, fuck!
his best man threw him into the lake, and it was nowhere near as deep as they thought, and he snapped his shit. yeah.
That's so good. I fucking love it.
Bro,
Oh, the
not
fucking
okay.
the screams he must have received.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm sure she
Good
was
for them.
real happy.
That's why you don't take like.
She's a wonderful Italian lady too, so I'm sure she lit him the fuck up.
in a way that only Italian women can.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why like if your boy's getting married in like 2 weeks, you don't take them paintballing,
Yeah.
so they don't just like.
No, you got to do it the week before so that they show up covered in welts.
Yeah, that's what I
Trying
mean.
to hit him in the hands and
Trying
then.
to hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
But I want it to heal enough so it just kind of looks like a hickey.
Yeah, and then he like makes her kind of look bad at the wedding.
How do you stand on hickeys?
They're childish. You want to talk about childish?
Yeah, okay.
That's childish.
That is childish.
Yeah.
I think the last time I left a hickey, I was maybe 20. And
What?
I know, and I
You
was
felt
like,
greasy about
right
it?
after, I was like,
What'd you do? Yeah, that's fucked up.
I don't suck
You
the
can't
titty.
do that. Oh, okay, on a titty. You can leave a hickey
Oh,
on a
not on
titty.
a neck. I haven't left one on a neck.
Yeah, that's
since I
okay.
was
You
like,
can leave a hickey on a titty, but like, it's still not okay. But you
It's
can put
not
one on a
okay.
titty. That's okay.
I remember I got a hickey when I was like 15. A girl put a hickey on me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt so fucking sick. Like walking around with this mark
got a
that like
fucking hickey.
I was making out with a girl, dog. And like the second I got home and my mom saw it, all feeling of cool was just like gone.
Yeah.
My mom was like, that's gross. I was like, okay. She's like, I hope I don't meet this gross lady. And I was like, okay.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Dude,
Dirty concealer.
it is actually stupid. Like, I don't know. I think that the hickey on the neck thing is real shitty. There's a guy who works at my work. He's like 20 years old. No,
He
22.
doesn't show up with a hickey, does
He
he?
showed up with a hickey, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And he walks in and he's like, oh, yeah, and thinks he's sick. And the entirety of the shop. And let me tell you, tradesboys are fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about abusing someone until they fall in line? Yeah, that's the entirety of working in a shop.
Yeah.
So, like, he shows up and he thinks he's sick. And we're all like, the fuck is wrong with you, you dumb fuck? And, like, people just start lighting him up.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, I was making out with this girl. And we're like, that's cool. What are you, fucking 12 years old? Why do you got a hanky on your neck?
Yeah, we had a guy, he was 21 in the dish pit, and he came in covered in hickeys. And he was trying to hide it because we knew we'd make fun of him for it. So it was like, it was not cold enough for a hoodie. Yeah. He was wearing a hoodie and kind of like pulled the hood
up
a little forward, but not on the top of his head. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was just like up. And we were like, what's going on there? And saw them. And he was like, yeah, he was like 21. He's like, I was just fucking, fucking this new chick, making out and shit. Like, that's fucking, don't let her do that.
Yeah, that's
He's like,
fucked
I
up.
can't tell her what to do. She's a grown woman. And I was like, what do you mean grown woman?
What?
Usually if you're 21, you're talking about a 21-year-old. You're not saying grown woman. That's
what,
weird.
was she 40 and gave him
She was
hickeys?
like 31.
And gave him hickeys?
Gave him hickeys.
You know what? That's a red flag. That bitch is psycho.
That bitch is psycho. For a 31-year-old woman to be getting it with a 21-year-old dude.
And hickeying him up
And
for work?
hickeying him up. She's forever 16.
Yeah, that's a, like, serious red flag.
You gonna take me to prom?
I'm not even going to say go ahead and say that bitch is psycho. I'm going to say that woman is seriously mentally unstable.
Unwell.
Yeah, like
Someone they should have a team in Germany look at her.
yeah, like she's not.
We gotta
okay.
stick her in a room for 3 months and monitor her every thought.
There's some deep rooted issues there.
Deep-rooted issues there.
Yeah, that's
no
fine.
way this motherfucker lives to 50.
So I got some cool news.
What's cool news?
I have two things. One, wait, which one should I do first?
Whatever your heart desires.
Okay, one. Hunting season's coming. It's around.
I feel
the
like it
corner.
already happened.
Well, because it
Was
happens
this-
every year.
No way.
Fuck off.
Is the last time you talked about this a year ago? For real?
Hunting season?
Yeah. Was it that long ago? The last time you talked about it?
Yeah, like it goes to.
I always thought it was always hunting season, but just for different things at different times.
No, there's a large portion of the year where there's not much to hunt.
No? What can you hunt right now?
Probably nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, late because everything has babies right now.
Mm.
I actually, my buddy has an app for this, but I don't think there's anything open.
Okay. Hunting season started. I want to see some creativity.
Nope.
You know what I've always wanted to see? An arrow with like a little stick of dynamite right on the tip.
They have that in the States.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, nothing opens till September right now.
Okay. What's the first thing you can shoot?
All sorts of stuff opens up.
Opens up?
Small game and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, small game usually opens up later. But we'll get turkey. Fall turkey season's going to open up. Fall bear. Moose up north. You get partridge. Yeah.
Pear trees. I really hope you get a...
Pear trees.
That's where you find them, I assume.
God. You think you just wander around northern Ontario
Looking
and you're
for
like...
a
trying to find
partridge.
a pear tree. Yeah. No pear trees up here, boys. I don't think they have partridge.
We're looking in the wrong spot. Let's try that orchard.
Fuck. But, so it's around the corner. I'm excited. This year's going to be a good year.
I hope you get your turkey this year. I really hope you do.
I know. I may never shoot a turkey for the rest of my life. Well, this isn't the spring turkey, right? Like, spring turkey is the one I want. This, if I get one, I just get one. That's not a big deal.
Why is it a different deal?
Because spring turkey's spring thunder.
Fall turkey down under.
No, fall turkey's just fall turkey. They don't come to calls or anything. You just kind of find them and shoot them.
What do you mean? They're tired and shit?
They're not really breeding, so they don't give a fuck that you're there.
Just kind of wobbling about?
Yeah.
They're horny in the spring.
Yeah, springtime. Springtime, you go like...
Because they're just fucking.
And they're like, oh yeah.
Is that them? They're just being like, what the fuck? Ah! Is that
Yeah.
what they're saying?
Well, yeah, because they'll come up and be like, they'll go nuts, man. You should hear them in the morning in spring.
Yeah.
You can seriously, like, dead silence. You hear nothing. You'll maybe hear, like, and that's them, like, ruffling their feathers and stuff, waking up, but they're sitting up in the tree. And you throw, like, and they'll fucking, like, if you can see one, their heads pop up and they're like, and they just start, like, throwing gobbles like it's fucking hay fever.
And then in the fall, they're just kind of walking around.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck in the fall. You could walk like 10 feet from them and be like, and they're like,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not fucking right now.
yeah, they just don't fucking care. The hens will sometimes come to a call.
Yeah.
But
Are they still
nothing
called
too
roosters if they're turkeys?
soon. No, they're never called roosters.
No?
For turkeys.
What are the male turkeys called?
Toms.
Toms.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a tom or a hen?
Doesn't matter in fall, you can shoot either.
Yeah, but which one would you rather bag?
A tom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because hens produce, like, one tom can mate multiple hens, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just like humans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So smell drive. Spread
Yeah.
your seed to as many women as
Jesus,
possible.
thanks, Alex Jones. So yeah, like I'm excited for this. This is big. So
Cool.
this is building into some stuff. One,
I'll take you hunting.
The reasonable doubt. I'll take you hunting. I will take you hunting this
Okay.
year.
I'll bag a
The
turkey
reason-
first time.
No, you
and you'll
won't.
be so upset.
No, you fucking
No,
won't.
I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying it would be the ultimate piss off if you didn't get a turkey all year, and then the one time you took me, the guy who's never been hunting, and I got one. Just saying.
Yeah, it won't.
It would
happen.
just, it's Murphy's
It
Law.
won't
It works
happen.
like that.
It won't happen. If it happens, because I put you on a turkey.
What do you mean?
I put you on one. That's the only way it'll happen. It would be almost fully credited to me. Not even worth it for you.
If I shot it?
If I shot it, like I would be the one, or if you shot it, I'd be the guy who like got you onto one.
No.
That's how that works.
No, that's not how that works.
That's how that works. You don't know. You're not hunting.
I wish someone around here had a handgun that they could bring so they didn't need to use your guns.
Wow.
I don't have one. That's what I'm saying. I don't have the handgun.
You don't need handguns.
I'm just saying if I had the handgun, I would definitely bring it so I wouldn't have to use your guns. So then the credit is fully mine.
Okay. Anyway.
handgun I don't
duck
have.
Duck season is coming up, which is exciting. And
That
you
is
are
exciting.
coming for duck season.
Okay.
The reason you're coming for duck season, well, let's start with this. The Reasonable Doubt podcast is going to be sponsoring in some way Ducks Unlimited.
Are we?
Yeah,
I
we
feel
are.
like this is a business decision we should make off
I'm
air.
just going to pay for it.
Oh, okay. Doesn't mean much. Are they gonna put us up on a billboard?
No. So, Ducks Unlimited, something worth getting into. Reasonable Doubt podcast is going to support its conservation
Yeah.
thing. Remember, we looked at them on the way
Yeah,
up,
we did
Toronto?
look at
Yeah.
it on the way up.
I know. So we're gonna do this. It's exciting. Duck season's fucking running towards us.
Waddling
Waddling with each
right at
passing
us as
day.
fast as it can.
And when it jumps and flies and cups up, boom! I'm shooting it.
Says the urge to kill this guy.
No, I don't. That's not
You
what it
do
is.
every time you. The happiest I've ever seen you is, or sorry, not the happiest. The most excited I've ever seen you is when you talk about hunting or you talking about fighting people to the point that you kill them. You just
When
love
have I
it
ever talked about fighting people? to
when
the
you're
point-
drunk and people are mean to you.
That's true.
And you're like,
Or
I'll
you-
fucking kill this
Or
guy.
you cut in line in a fucking Jays game. Anyway.
Yeah, you did not.
If you cut in line in a fucking Jays game, I swear to God, I hope your family
It's because
dies
there was
of
a
cancer.
jersey on the line. If the jersey wasn't on the line, you wouldn't have given a fuck.
I still gave a fuck. Why are you cutting in line?
It's got to be said. People cutting in line is the worst
You are
shit
scum.
imaginable.
Scum. Scum of the earth. It's my fucking earth, not yours, scum. Be gone, scum.
What, are you allowed to cut in line then? It's your
No.
earth?
I would never do that.
Yeah, I don't know where they get the balls.
Dude, I don't know where they get the
I would be
fucking
so scared of
audacity
being
to believe
confronted
that
about it.
That is, yeah, it's
Because
insane.
you're automatically in the wrong if you cut the line. There's
Yeah.
no like back and forth to
Fuck,
have. Someone
fuck.
would just be like, fuck off back there. I'd be like,
Yeah. You're like, fair enough. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit.
All
I'm
right,
a worm.
hold up. So I want to go back to this.
Okay.
So hunting season's coming. Duck season's coming. This is big. Big things.
Big things on the way.
We can also go fishing, fall fishing, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
I can get you out of the house. You can see what it's like outside.
That was rude.
What? Josh
I'm
doesn't leave
always
the house.
out of the
You guys
house.
don't know this, but he's a hermit.
I'm not a hermit.
This is going to be the new narrative that I
The
start.
new narrative is that I'm a hermit and I don't leave the house. I was actually really upset when I looked into fishing.
Why?
Because you have to have, like, a license and shit to fish.
Yeah, dude. It's called contributing to conservation.
I understand that.
Don't
but I feel
fish
like it
without
should
a
be
license.
optional.
No.
Not hunting, maybe, but fishing, yeah.
Nope.
And I feel like there should be limits and stuff. But I'm
On
just
what?
saying, I'm a citizen of this country.
Limits
I
it.
live in this country. I pay taxes in this country. I should be able to take fish out of its water.
Okay, let me pitch this to you right now, okay?
Yeah.
Let me pitch this. Conservation time with Christian.
Yeah.
That's fucking... I'm going to go ahead and use this word.
You're going to use it?
Fine, I'm not going to use it. It's fucking insane that
What?
you believe that. We
Why?
live in a densely populated area. If everybody did that, you would destroy fish populations and nothing would survive.
Not everyone's going to do that.
But a lot of people do.
I don't think the license is what's stopping anybody from
it
fishing.
is. It restricts people's take, which is important.
No, that's what I mean. The amount that you take
Okay, so
should
here's
still
the
be
other
limited.
part. What you should be upset about, not the licensing, because licensing is good for tracking people. It's good for keeping people accountable for conservation, which is positive. What you should be upset about is how much we pay for it, if you want to be upset about it. I'm not upset about how much we pay for it. Also, I'm a veteran, so my fishing license is free. But the government of Canada does not. We can believe all we fucking want that we're tree-hugging bastards up here. And the reality is we're not at all. The Canadian government does not really fund conservation. Most conservation is set up by the province. And in Ontario, it's really, really heavily underfunded by the province. Something like 90, I think it's 94%, something like that, 93% of funding for conservation. This includes giving wage to like conservation officers and stuff, like people who actually police this. It's predominantly done, like whatever, 93% or whatever it is, from licensing, tags, fees, fines.
Tags I'm fine with. Fees and fines? Sure. I'm just saying, it's a little crazy to me that if I'm fucking in the wilderness up north or something and I see a lake, I can't just like fucking grab some fish out of it.
You can.
No, there's a step.
You can just grab some fish out of it as long as you have a license.
Yeah, there's a step in between.
It's easy as fuck to get a license. Why?
I know it's easy and
Why?
I know it's cheap,
Yeah.
but I don't like that step exists.
Why?
Because I'm a citizen of this fucking country. That's
you're-
my lake.
No.
That's my river, partially.
No.
I'm a tax-paying member of this society. I contribute, okay?
Yeah.
It's partially my lake. That's partially my fish. I'm having him.
Okay.
He's mine.
Let's
That one is mine.
let's be clear here.
I'm dying on my boat crashes.
Yeah.
I'm stranded on an island with no way to get to
And
shore.
you're allowed to take them in emergency. Emergency take is totally acceptable. If you're stranded up north and you're out of season, you have a chance to kill a moose, you can kill a moose out of season. in
How do you
emergency.
prove that it's an emergency?
I'm dying in the woods.
Yeah, I'm dying
I'm
in the
lost
woods.
and
Oh
dying.
no, my fishing license! And then I just starve to death.
No. You're like, I can't find food, whatever, and I'm lost. You can take whatever you want.
Yeah?
You can take
Well, then why
anything.
don't people just do that all the time?
Because you can't just get lost all the time.
I can. I can get lost whenever I want.
People will be angry.
I turn left 3 times, I'm lost.
But no, it is like, I understand the point you're making. I really do. But I don't agree with it. Especially considering you're the socialist out of the two of us.
Yeah.
/ communist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, why am I the one that's on board with the government program here?
I'm just saying, it's ours. It's ours as a
It is.
society.
It's ours. And as it being ours, you should support the idea of funding it via private investment from service licensing and fees.
I absolutely agree. We should be paying for conservation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think everyone should have to pay for conservation.
That's what I think.
In my opinion.
Because right now, with a licensing fee, no matter how cheap it is, right?
Yeah.
It's adding something that's prohibiting, because it's monetary, it's prohibiting the lower income people, right? No matter how little that is, some people aren't going to be able to hunt or fish because they can't afford the licensing,
Yeah.
right? That's also bad.
You know what? That's not true. There's no one who can't afford to hunt or fish.
Absolutely there is.
No. Because if you can't afford to hunt and fish, if you literally can't afford a fishing license, let's say, if you can't afford to hunt, you don't get to hunt. But that being said, if you live, let's say you live so impoverished that you rely on fishing for food, you can get a fishing license that's called subsistence hunting.
Okay.
And you can get that for free, I believe.
Okay. Well, what about the people that are poor and just want to experience nature for a while?
Go experience nature, just don't take any home.
But it's theirs.
Don't take it out of the water. It's not theirs.
It's theirs.
It's not.
By being a citizen of this country and the fish being in our country, it's ours.
No. The problem is that there's too many pieces of shit. There are too many pieces of shit that are going to fuck that up.
How?
Bro.
They're going to take too many fish? I'm saying there's limits.
Unleash fucking Jane and Finch on a lake.
Wow.
I'm going to throw it out there.
I'm going to say that's mildly racist.
No, it's not racist. I'm saying it's not racist at all. I'm saying take an area of people that are poor and uneducated on the topic and unleash them on a fucking wildlife resource.
Yeah.
They're going to destroy it.
But it's their right to be there.
No, it's fucking not.
They're Canadian citizens. It's their right to be there.
Nope, it's not. That's not how it works.
Why? Sorry. The lakes and rivers are only for the special privileged people that know about this and took classes on it.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's my bad. Only they're allowed to go to the lake.
No.
Those dirty, poor inner city people. They're not allowed to go to the lake because they'll ruin it for us.
No.
Pure.
Nope. That's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you said.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't just unleash people on something and be like, yeah, go ahead, it's yours. You know nothing about it.
Well, you could teach them about it.
You can. Get a fucking license and you can be taught.
Do you have to take a class to get a license?
For hunting, you do, yeah. Tons of classes. That's what I'm saying. There's education involved. Getting a fishing license, they tell you have to read through this and know all your licensing. Understand what all the limits are. Understand fish identification. Understand how this works. Understand how conservation works in this.
I'm just saying.
No, because I'm making a valid point. You take a bunch of people who are uneducated, don't know shit about it, and you unleash them on something like that, they will fuck it up. It's not that they don't have a right to be there. I think you have a right to buy a fishing license like everybody else. Educate yourself and be a good fisherman.
How would they fuck it up?
By going in and doing things like spearing fish.
What's wrong with spearing
fish? In a pond. It's illegal.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because it's a legal means of take. It's a legal means of take. It gives the fish no chance.
So now we care about giving fish a chance?
Yes, it has to be fair game. There's a bunch of rules. This is why you have licenses.
What's the difference if I hook a fish or spear it? It dies either way.
No, it doesn't die either way. That's the important part.
No one's doing catch and release with a spear.
Exactly, but people do catch and release. You catch a fish and then it's not quite right. It doesn't meet slot sizes. You know what a slot size is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Size of the slot.
Exactly. So another reason you need a license.
Everybody can measure.
No, some fish, when you take them in, you have to measure them and they have to be within a certain size.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to spear and fish and be like, oh, whoops, that one's out of it, because then you're going to jail. Because that's illegal.
Well, then don't spear the fish that are too big or too small. Spear the right
just
size.
Know exactly what size they are. That's fucking insane. This is why you get licensing.
Just spear the right size fish.
Licensing is good for controlling and standardizing the process and educating people, forcing education on people for conservation. I stand by. It's one of the fucking. You got me heated. It's one of the only government programs I'm on board with. It's like one of few that you'll get my socialist feathers all ruffled about this, okay? I heavily believe in government programs surrounding conservation. I'm not saying, I'm like, again, I go back to take an area of people who are completely uneducated on the matter and unleash them.
I mean, those people probably wouldn't want to fish anyways.
Okay. That fucking... Oh my... This is giving my a brain AIDS.
I'm sorry for fucking with you.
So, you can't just unleash them without education. That's why it's kind of gatekeepy fishing.
It is super gatekeepy.
It's gatekeepy because there has to be someone to teach you how to do it. Because the only problem that I will say with the licensing is that because there's not a class for your fishing license the way there is with hunting, as soon as you engage in fishing or like get a fishing license and go do something, you're liable and held to all those laws.
Okay.
But people don't know a lot of the laws. And like, you have to have someone with you who's a good fisherman to be like, hey, there's a slot size on this type of fish. Has to be between 18 and 21 inches. Has to be this
That's very
way.
specific.
Some of them are. That's what I'm saying. Like brown trout in certain lakes, brown trout have to be like it's like 18 to 22 inch. And that's your slot size. Anything outside of that, you can't keep.
Is it just because they're either too young or too old?
Too young or they're too good of a breeder. Like, so in most trout populations, 1 pound of fish is about 100,000 eggs it'll produce per pound of fish. So stuff like that. There's no education in it unless you talk to someone. It's like an apprenticeship program. You have to fish with somebody who knows their shit. And then you learn all their knowledge and then you pass it on.
Okay.
That's why you find people are gatekeepy about it. Because they don't want people coming from inner city who have never been exposed to nature. Like, I'll be honest, when it comes to like fishing and stuff, am I fucking gatekeepy with inner city people? 100%. Because they come out and just don't get it. Because it's a different way of life. They go out to a fucking river in the middle of nowhere and like leave trash. Because they're like, well, somebody cleans it up. That's what happens in the city. And it's like, no, but that doesn't happen here. No one comes to clean it up. Like, you have to clean it up. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is I clean it up. I take a garbage bag every time I go fishing. I clean up the fishing spot. It drives me nuts. There is a reason for the gatekeeping. I stand by it.
I'm just
positive.
talking philosophically.
Okay.
Not practically.
Philosophically, what?
It's partially my fish.
Well, in that regard, I think it's mostly our land.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you would have people building everywhere and destroying forests.
We kind of let that happen anyways.
No, we don't. No. Down here.
Yeah.
There's nothing down here.
Yeah, like, aren't we just about to fucking carve up the greenbelt right now?
We've destroyed everything down here.
Yeah, like,
but
pretty sure Ford just sold a bunch of it to, like, a developer buddy of his.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, up north, it's still all wild. There's fucking forests and mountains.
Doesn't it suck to build up there because it's all rock?
Yeah, good. Don't build up there.
I don't think they're planning on it.
I want to keep it natural.
Yeah.
Canada's a great place. Canada's a great place.
You talk a lot of shit about it.
I do, but I love it here. So we got a lot of natural resource. We got, I don't know, a fucking beautiful country.
We do have a beautiful country. I like that.
Yeah, we have a beautiful country.
That's a nice note to end on after we just argued for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want inner city people to come out and go fishing and go hunting. Mm-hmm. Go with someone who knows. That's my call to action.
That's your call to action?
That's my call to action. You know what? Take someone who's been, like, born and raised in a city, and if you fish and hunt, take them out fishing and hunting, because it does give you an appreciation for the outdoors, and it gives you appreciation for a beautiful country that we live in. If you're going to be hunting,
emphasis on fair game.
Fair game.
No spear fishing.
You can,
no matter how little of a shot they get on a hook.
I will say you technically can spearfish white suckers. Yeah, because there's so many of them.
They call me.
There's so many of them, and there's such a, like, the population is so gigantic that you can spot fish them.
So yeah, fair game
with spears off boats.
No spear fishing. Hand-to-hand combat only on big game because a gun is unfair. Bow is unfair. They can't fight back. Thank you, everybody. We have been J Money and C Griff. Stay reasonable.
Keep that. fuck?
It's down white, boy.
That was a good one.